A historic endorsement. Kamala Harris and the Latinx community. The world watched as Kamala Harris, the first female vice president of the United States, received a historic endorsement. The Latin American community, a powerful and growing force in American politics, threw its support behind Harris. This was not just an endorsement. It was a resounding declaration of trust and hope. The Latinx community saw in Harris a leader who understands their struggles, shares their values, and will fight for their future. Harris's background, her policies, and her unwavering commitment to justice have resonated deeply with Latinx voters. They see her as a beacon of hope, a symbol of progress, and a champion for their communities. This endorsement carries immense weight, not only for Harris, but for the future of American politics. It signifies a shift in the political landscape, one where the Latinx community is no longer just a voting bloc, but a driving force shaping the nation's destiny. Kamala Harris, a life of service and connection. Kamala Harris's journey embodies the American dream. Born in Oakland to immigrant parents, she grew up surrounded by diversity. Her upbringing instilled a deep appreciation for different cultures and social justice. These experiences ignited her passion for public service and fighting for a just society. In the Senate, she became a vocal advocate for progressive values, raising her voice against injustice. Bridging cultures. Harris's deep ties to the Latinx community. Kamala Harris's connection to the Latinx community runs deep, forged through shared experiences and common values. Her upbringing in California exposed her to the richness of Latin American culture. Harris has actively built bridges with the Latinx community throughout her career. This genuine connection has earned her the trust and admiration of many within the Latinx community. A powerful voice. Harris's advocacy for Latinx issues. Kamala Harris's commitment to the Latinx community extends far beyond words. It's deeply ingrained in her actions and policy positions. Throughout her career, she has been a staunch advocate for issues that directly impact Latinx families. She has consistently championed policies that promote economic opportunity, ensure access to quality education and health care, and protect the rights of immigrants. Harris's advocacy for the Latinx community is rooted in a deep understanding of the systemic barriers they face. She recognizes that for far too long, Latinx communities have been disproportionately affected by poverty, discrimination, and lack of access to resources. Her policy positions reflect this understanding, focusing on creating a more equitable playing field where every individual, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to thrive. Whether it's fighting for affordable housing, expanding access to early childhood education, or advocating for comprehensive immigration reform, Harris has consistently demonstrated her commitment to improving the lives of Latinx families. Section 5. Immigration reform, a cornerstone of Harris's platform. Immigration reform stands as a cornerstone of Kamala Harris's policy platform, reflecting her deep understanding of its significance to the Latinx community. She recognizes that the current immigration system is broken, tearing families apart and denying millions the opportunity to contribute fully to American society. Harris has consistently advocated for a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, understanding that they are vital members of our communities, contributing to our economy and enriching our cultural fabric. Harris's commitment to immigration reform goes beyond just words. She has actively fought against the Trump administration's cruel and inhumane immigration policies, denouncing family separations at the border and advocating for the rights of dreamers. Her approach to immigration is grounded in compassion, recognizing the human cost of inaction and the urgent need for comprehensive reform that upholds American values of fairness and opportunity. Section 6. Economic empowerment. creating opportunities for Latinx families. Kamala Harris understands that economic empowerment is essential for the well-being of the Latinx community. She has consistently championed policies designed to create economic opportunities and close the wealth gap that disproportionately affects Latinx families. Her platform focuses on investing in education, job training, and small business development, recognizing that these are key drivers of economic mobility. Harris believes that everyone deserves a fair shot at achieving the American dream, regardless of their zip code or background. She has proposed policies that would raise the minimum wage, expand access to affordable health care, and make college more affordable. Her focus on economic empowerment is not just about creating jobs, it's about creating an economy that works for everyone, where all Americans have the opportunity to succeed and build a better future for themselves and their families. Section 7. Racial Justice: Fighting for Equality and Inclusion. Kamala Harris has been a vocal and unwavering advocate for racial justice throughout her career. She understands that the fight for equality and inclusion is far from over, and that systemic racism continues to permeate American society, disproportionately impacting communities of color, including the Latinx community. Harris has spoken out against police brutality, mass incarceration, and voter suppression, calling for meaningful reforms that address these injustices. Harris's commitment to racial justice is deeply personal. As a Black woman and the daughter of immigrants, she has experienced firsthand the sting of discrimination. Her lived experience informs her understanding of the challenges faced by marginalized communities and fuels her determination to dismantle systems of oppression. Harris believes that true equality can only be achieved when everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their race, ethnicity, or background. Section 8. The Power of the Latinx Vote: A Force to be Reckoned with. The Latinx community is a powerful and growing force in American politics. With each election cycle, the Latinx electorate expands, making its voice increasingly impossible to ignore. Politicians from both sides of the aisle are recognizing the importance of courting the Latinx vote, understanding that their support is crucial for electoral success. The Latinx community is not a monolith. It is a diverse group with a wide range of concerns and priorities. However, there are common threads that unite many Latinx voters, including a commitment to family, faith, and hard work. They are also deeply concerned about issues such as education, healthcare, immigration, and the economy. Candidates who can connect with Latinx voters on these issues and demonstrate a genuine understanding of their concerns are well-positioned to earn their support. Section 9. Shifting Tides: The Impact on Battleground States. The Latinx community's growing political power is particularly evident in key battleground states. States with large and growing Latinx populations, such as Arizona, Florida, and Nevada, are often decisive in presidential elections. Candidates who can win over Latinx voters in these states have a significant advantage in the race to the White House. The Latinx vote has the potential to shift the political landscape in these battleground states. As the Latinx population continues to grow, so too does their electoral influence. Candidates who ignore the concerns of Latinx voters do so at their own peril. The Latinx community is no longer a sleeping giant. It is a powerful force in American politics, and its influence will only continue to grow in the years to come. Section 10. A New Era: The Promise and Potential of Representation. Kamala Harris's historic endorsement by the Latin American community marks a new era in American politics. It signifies the growing influence of a community finding its voice and demanding to be heard. Harris's candidacy represents a more inclusive democracy where all voices are valued. As the first female, Black, and Asian American vice president, Harris has shattered glass ceilings. Her story is a beacon of hope, reminding us that America's strength lies in its diversity.